Hey everyone, today I'm showing you how to make egg bites done 2 different ways. These are so simple and so versatile you will never see a need to go out and buy them at Starbucks or anywhere else for that matter. With just a few basic ingredients, you can have a healthy, high-protein breakfast or snack ready to go at any time. Start by preheating your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit while you prepare your ingredients. I first started to grate some pecorino romano. You can also use pre-grated cheese instead. You can also use a grated Parmesan cheese here. I just prefer the taste of Romano cheese, but use whatever you prefer. I'm grating about 1 cup. I will use half a cup for the first version and half a cup for the second version. I'm then prepping my ingredients that I will use as a flavoring. For this version, I'm choosing to do a green onion feta combination, but really there are so many possibilities. You could do bacon and cheddar, you could do spinach and tomato. There's an infinite amount of combinations you could do. Next, you will be cracking 9 to 10 eggs in a bowl. Then add half a cup of either heavy cream or half and half. I'm using half and half today. Add the grated cheese and then add some salt and pepper to taste. And really, this is the base of the recipe, just 9 to 10 eggs, half a cup of cream, half a cup of grated cheese, salt and pepper, and the rest you can really customize to your own liking. You want to make sure you whisk the eggs really well and try and incorporate as much air as possible. This makes enough to fill 12 muffin cups. Generously grease the muffin pan with butter along all the edges. Don't use olive oil because it won't work as well to make a non-stick surface. At this point, you may choose to either put the prepared flavorings individually inside each cup to ensure all the ingredients are spread out evenly, or you could just mix them into the egg mixture. It's really up to you. Then divide the egg mixture amongst the 12 cups. Try not to overfill the cups too much because they can easily overflow when baking. I cleaned up any spills that I had along the edges just to make sure everything was nice and neat as the cups were baking. The egg bites at Starbucks are cooked sous vide, so they're wrapped in a plastic bag and cooked on a low heat in water, which makes them nice and creamy. We're going to imitate that process by filling a separate pan with water and placing it at the bottom of the oven. This will create steam inside the oven as the eggs are cooking and make them even more fluffy and creamy. Bake the egg bites for about 15 minutes. Each oven is different, so just keep an eye on them. Just want to make sure the center is just set. They will be very puffy as you're taking them out of the oven, but they do deflate a little bit, so don't worry about that. If you see that the centers of your cups have sunken in, that's because the egg mixture has risen too quickly. And in this case, I demonstrated that by putting my oven on convection oven. So that shows that the heat was too high and they rose too quickly. They will still taste delicious. It's just that they will look a little different from your traditional egg cups. While the eggs are still hot, gently run a knife or a small spatula along the edges to loosen up the cups. You can also tuck in some of the edges just to make it a little bit more compact. And this is how I make the first version of the egg cups. For the second version, I will be making a sauteed onion and aged cheddar combination. Here I'm finely chopping half an onion and I'm sauteing it over a little bit of olive oil. The base of these egg muffins was inspired by one of my other videos, the viral cottage cheese flatbread. You'll need to whip out your blender for this one. I have a Vitamix that I use often and I absolutely love it. To your blender, add 9 to 10 eggs, half a cup of cottage cheese, half a cup of shredded Romano cheese, salt and pepper to taste. Blend everything until there are no more cottage cheese chunks visible and everything is nice and smooth. I then added half a cup of shredded aged cheddar and the sauteed onions. Mix for a second, just enough to incorporate everything. Then simply pour the egg mixture in a well-greased 12 muffin pan. Again, make sure you grease the pan with butter and place the pan in a 350-degree Fahrenheit oven with a water-filled pan at the bottom of the oven. Bake for approximately 15 minutes again. You can see here how much better the egg bites came out when I wasn't using the convection setting. You can also see what happens if you overfill the muffin cups. As you can see, they can easily overflow. There you have it. That's how simple it is to make your own delicious and nutritious egg bites. They keep well in the fridge for 3 to 4 days or in the freezer for 2 to 3 months. Simply reheat them before enjoying. I really hope you guys like these recipes. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. I post a new video on homemaking tips, cleaning motivation, and delicious recipe the whole family will love every Friday.